YouTube, what's going on? Second City Sleepers here once again. Tonight we're bringing you our weekly Raw Talk episode discussing all things Raw from this past week. Make sure you check out our last video. We did our SummerSlam discussion. But anyway, we're going to get right into Raw here. At the start of Raw, we had Stephanie come out. Pretty shitty segment. I didn't care for it. Steph's shirt. Yeah, that shirt was pretty cool. I like that.
I think it was creative.
I might have to get one of those.
But it took her literally an hour and a half to run around the ring going, Steph.
Yeah.
But I think she was saying yes, and then when she got in the ring, she was like,
yeah, Steph. Yeah.
The crowd's like,
what do we say? That crowd last night was really stupid, by the way.
It was, I don't know, because I like them. Okay, I didn't pay attention to them the whole night, but I did pay attention to them during the Brock title, handing Brock the title segment. So we'll get to that then.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, you had Stephanie come out, did her little
Vegas,
talk.
by the way. So.
Yeah. I don't care for Vegas crowds. But Steph went on, started talking about everything that happened on SummerSlam, pretty much. I think she kind of recapped what happened throughout the entire pay-per-view. Yeah. Then Nikki would come out and she would talk to Nikki, and then Brie would come out.
Big slap.
All this. Did you see the mark on Brie's eye?
No. See, she had that.
See, I didn't see that.
She had that at SummerSlam.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, you don't bruise that fast for one slap. Yeah. She had that from SummerSlam.
She.
Yeah.
God,
if you watch it again. Everybody watch it again. You can watch it again on the WWE Network for only
$9.99.
There you go. But no, she had that black and blue mark there, and what the messed up thing is that Nikki hit her in the same dang spot.
And she hit her hard too.
Hit her really good. Hit her good.
And then Brie goes on.
Yeah, and she tried to act. I'm like,
yeah, and she can't act.
You know, I'm like, all right, just run back into the locker room and stop the embarrassment of you not being an actress. Yeah. But that opened Raw.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go on to a little rant here. We had the whole. I did a thing on Facebook predicting how many times the $9.99 would be said, not so much a network, and I predicted over under of 7, and it was exactly 7 times. $9.99 was brought up. Vince must be hurting for money if they're got to promote the network that much. I think 99.9% of all wrestling fans know about the goddamn network by now.
Yeah.
I would have it if I had some extra cash, but unfortunately I don't. Maybe they wouldn't be hurting for money if Vince wouldn't have his dumbass son-in-law in charge right now. Things would be better if he wasn't. I know we've gotten into the rant in episode last week, so I'm not going to get into it too much here. But moving on, a tag team match. We had Big Show and Mark Henry versus Wyatt Brothers.
And
I think Harper and Roman are the new guys that pooped on Vince's desk.
What the hell? That's I saw that.
Those two are so good for being bigger guys.
Like, they were pushing these two like, all right. They were pushing them to where they're like, all right, you don't even need Bray Wyatt anymore. I'm like, oh, well, look at Roman and Harper.
Yeah,
they might be some.
Especially Harper.
They're like, hey, Big Show, and Mark Henry, come on down.
Yeah.
And then they beat him up straight up. They just beat him straight up. Like a
what
clean
pisses
victory.
me off is you have
like the wrestling fans say, clean victory.
You have 2 young guys as a tag team who could be in your tag team division for years to come. Who could be the future of your tag team. And then you have 2 guys who probably have a year or 2 left in their careers.
Yes,
you have
literally because one gets the black man, Mark Henry, gets hurt all the time. Big Show, the white man, gets hurt all the time. You know, I mean, they're never healthy long enough to string a year together in the promotion. Regardless, being a tag team together, maybe that's why they did it, a tag team. Well, you don't have to, in a match, you only have to wrestle half the time. Because if you have to wrestle the whole match, you're going to get injured. And they gave them the victory. Unbelievable.
I just don't get you want to push new younger talent to build them up for the future, but instead you push 2 guys who are going to be in the unemployment line within the next year or 2 because they retire. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Like,
what are you guys? When you guys writing this down on paper, are you intoxicated? I mean, I do, and Triple H signs off on this bullshit. I don't get it. But okay, I'm gonna move on because I'm starting to get pissed like last week.
Yeah, we gotta keep going.
Had this segment was awesome. You had the lumberjack recap from a SummerSlam, and
what's WWE without replay after replay after replay after replay?
Yep.
Here's what I just said.
Go back to 2 hours and cut out half the goddamn replays.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
But anyway, they ended up cutting it back to Seth Rollins doing an interview with Renee Young, and eventually, this was really funny. It really reminds me of Piper. Ambrose would come in and dump a bucket of ice water over Seth's head. Seth looks at him and Dean's like, "What? It's for charity." Bong!
That was good.
That
was very
so
good.
Roddy Piper I see in him. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose is got to be the next.
That was like today's era of the coconut over Jimmy Snuka's head.
Yes, very good. Yeah, the Piper's Pit.
Yeah,
with Jimmy Snuka with the coconut over Snuka's head by Piper. That was. Yeah, I mean Dean Ambrose is just awesome.
Yes.
That when I saw that, I was like chuckled, and then you just want to see Ambrose all the time, every time. You
could have Ambrose on for at least 2.5 out of the 3 hours, and I would enjoy it.
Hey, that's the only replay I saw 500 times that I enjoyed on Raw last night. So that's awesome.
But if you would like to watch the match over again, $9.99 WWE Network.
It's only $9.99.
How much is it?
$9.99.
That's it? Just $9.99?
Well, actually, to be honest with you, Shane came out of nowhere, called me, put me on notice, and told me it was only $9.99.
Oof.
Now I know
Shane couldn't have cut you a deal?
You guys don't know who Shane McMahon is either. It's all right. He hasn't been around for a while. But anyways.
Moving on, we had a Divas match. We had Paige versus Natalya. Natalya's actually been on a few Raws in the past month or two. I'm actually surprised to see that again. She's not bad.
We need a jobber woman.
She's not terrible, but she's not great.
No, that's the woman's version of Rob Van Dam. Even though Rob Van Dam. All right. Anyway, I'm jumping. I keep jumping the gun. I apologize.
But anyway. Natalya was in the ring. Paige came out. She did kind of a thing on the microphone. I'm like, something's going to happen where Natalya's going to win this. AJ's going to walk out, or she's going to be in Titantron. Sure enough, I was right. Predictability, again. Pissing me off. Creative.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to... I apologize. I did not see what happened there. There was a woman's... I must have missed that.
Yeah, it was Paige versus Natalya, and
it was Paige versus Natalya. And
yeah,
AJ was on the Titantron.
No, Paige came out before the match, and Natalya was in the ring, and she was on the mic talking about, doing the whole stupid ass best friends thing again. We get it. We get it. We get it.
Yeah, they're frenemies and all that fun shit. Okay.
I love you, but blah blah blah. My title and my whatever. So the match went on. I'm thinking AJ's gonna come out or do something, and Natalya's gonna win. Sure enough, AJ skips around the ring about 6 million times. And ended up distracting Paige.
So Natalya won?
Yeah, Natalya won, and Natalya rolled up Paige. 1, 2, 3.
That's the first time she won a match in a long time.
Right, been a few months.
It has been a while. Oh shit! I passed that one. A little fast forward. The fast forward button's a hell of a drug.
Man, Natalya wins. We'll see her again on Raw in about 3 months.
Hey, give or take.
And anyway, that's ended that. Moving on, we had the. Authority to present the new WWE Championship
belt. Yes, I
belt.
saw that. I thought, okay, go
All I can say about it is it's not the spinner belt.
You know what?
I don't like it.
Here's me being me. I'm gonna have to say I like it. And it's different from the last title they had with the old WWE logo with it, because the old WWE logo belt, it said champion, like that. It said champion. Now that doesn't. Now in real little, it says World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah. And with that, and I looked at it, and I looked at it again, and I looked at it again. Took a couple shots, had a couple more beers, and I looked at it again, and I said, you know what? I like it. And it's one title. I got this guy, swear to God. I was doing something overseas with another promotion. It was AAA. with Mysterio and Alberto Del Rio. I'm just joking with you. I didn't do nothing with them.
I don't like Mexicans. That, actually.
And but my buddy texted me. He's like, one belt finally, and that's before I watched Raw, and I watched Raw, the past night. And you know what? I do like it. There's something about it I do like. I love it. I like it. I do. I just want to grasp it, and because it's one title, and that's what I like about it. And they will. WWE does this thing where it makes it work. They'll make it work.
Yeah.
And I like it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I like it.
I haven't liked the title since the Eagle belt.
Oh yeah, you and me both, brother.
That's ever since that I.
Hey, I even liked.
Well, the Intercontinental title. But.
No, I mean, no, I'm talking about World Heavyweight Championships. I mean, I did like the old Undisputed title, the first one.
Yeah.
I liked that. That was nice. The one Brock had.
Yeah, that one was nice.
That was cool.
Nothing will beat the Eagle belt, though.
No. I would agree with you on that. But I do like. You know what? I'm gonna be forced to like it, and I like it.
It just looks like a toy to me. That's.
I think the way it just is a little. It does a little look toyish.
It's the only positive thing I can say about it. It's not the spinner belt, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. That's 100%. That you want to talk about toyish?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, that was.
God. That was horrible. That was the decade.
Looked like
era.
It belonged in like a 2003 Escalade.
Yes. Oh, white or black people could have owned it. We're not racist.
Nope.
But more black people owned it. I'm just saying. Stop it. Wiggers did it too. But anyways, yeah. I mean, hey, the new world title, I kind of like it. I'm gonna deal. I kind of like it to deal with it. If that makes sense.
If I have to deal with it,
I'm gonna deal with it.
But anyway, they show the title and cue Lesnar and Heyman.
Oh, Heyman was awesome.
I thought Lesnar was going to talk again for a second.
Oh, that was the best part of it.
I cringed.
That was the best part of it.
He's like towards the mic. No, don't stop. Somebody tackle him. Heyman, Paul, say something stupid.
The past is the past.
I could be drunk and on ecstasy and sound like The Rock compared to him. Yeah, Heyman, another great promo.
Oh, I thought it was I love when he's like, I'm the one with the one that did the one.
He's like, I am the one
awesome.
behind the one who defeated the one who said he was going to beat the one. Or something like that. I thought you were going to finish it. I was going to give you credit. I was going to give him credit.
I can't remember all of it. I was just one.
I can't remember
I thought he was
going to
do it. But hey, we're not Paul Heyman. All right, that guy's a genius.
Yes. Check out his DVD, by the way. Awesome.
But I love the promo that he cut, and Brock, and I love the way Brock acted too. Sat on a little table for a little minute, got up, smiled, and he goes, "I love how you." And then right at the end, I loved it. Hey, I'm becoming a fan right here. I am. I'm telling you. And then right when Paul Heyman was done, Brock looked, and they had he knew the camera was on him. He's like, all right, see, I winked both my eyes, but he winked one of his eyes, like boom, and he just walked out like he was a bee's knees. Yeah, that was awesome. I was like, Brock, you got your shit done. I think Brock knows. He's like, man, if I can just be an asshole or a badass motherfucker on camera and have Paul fucking talk for me, I could do that. Wink of the eye, and just like Brock Lesnar, I always was enthralled of his stature and the way he did his thing. I was always a Brock Lesnar fan. And then, but I hated, no, don't get me wrong, I hated that he was a part-timer. I hated that.
I was a fan depending who he was facing.
When he was, in the beginning, I loved him in the beginning. Loved him.
See, I was so big into Austin The Rock back then, it was hard for me to get into him.
But see, that was after, like Austin was kind of done when Brock came out. It was 2002.
Yeah, he was, done.
I mean, Brock. It was Brock and Kurt Angle and
that was back when Austin was a GM, wasn't it?
Yeah, Austin couldn't wrestle no more and shit. So it was like, oh, don't get me wrong. If it was at that era, Austin never went against Brock, and Brock just came out in 2002. He was a rookie. I'm pretty sure it was 2002, And then Brock did his thing with Kurt Angle and The Rock and Triple H, like when he was a main roster dude, you know, back in the day, and he just dominated then, and he beat Hulk Hogan for the undisputed title at the time, and then they did the whole, you know, WWE, you know, WCW title crap.
There is one thing that I do get annoyed with Lesnar is when Heyman's talking, Lesnar will sit there and kind of mouth what Lesnar's saying. I don't know if you noticed it last night, but
oh no, I did. I thought it was good. He's like, yeah, you don't like that?
I just don't like him ever since the whole Undertaker thing. I mean, I love the fact that he did pretty much
now
killed
I'm
Cena,
thinking I'm liking it better because they're making it happen. They're making up for Brock Lesnar beating the Undertaker. They're making up for it.
That's the one.
They're making Brock beat the poop out of John Cena, and then they're gonna have him like, okay, this is August 17th with SummerSlam. Okay, WrestleMania is gonna be April 6th or March 29th. It's gonna be in that era, right? Or that time.
That time frame.
Brock Lesnar, and now this is what they should do, because I'll love it, and this is where I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna love wrestling again. Have Brock just be a dominant son of a gun all the way until WrestleMania.
That's what they need to do.
And then who's gonna be the ultimate challenge? No disrespect to Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior.
Sting.
Who's gonna be his? No, yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Here's what you do.
Which I'm gonna get into.
Here's what you do.
Get into a Sting rant later on, by the way.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, and this is the best thing you're gonna hear on this. Everybody like it, love it, learn it, tweet it, touch it, flip it, smack it, rub it down, do what you want. Brock Lesnar's gonna be the heavyweight champion all the way until the end. You know who we're never gonna hear of is the Undertaker. He's gonna come back at WrestleMania 31 in the best shape of his life, long hair, one-on-one with the Undertaker, and boom. And Undertaker's gonna beat Brock Lesnar to make up for what happened, be the heavyweight champion, and retire that night as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then everybody's going to come out, hug him, love him, leave him alone. That's how WrestleMania 31's going to end.
I like it.
There's no Sting. There's no Stone Cold Steve Austin anymore. I mean, God bless, I would love that to happen, but Undertaker's got one more great match into him. Because I don't think he liked how it ended with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30.
He's got to be having second thoughts about that. But anyway, let's take a quick commercial break. Hey guys, welcome back. We took a little break there for a couple minutes. Anyway, we're gonna continue out Raw. Next segment we had Ziggler and Miz match, which kind of pissed me off and it didn't at the same time. I understand it, but at the same time it didn't. Miz would end up winning against Ziggler via countout. Ziggler was outside the ring. I mean, what pissed me off about it was the fact that you just give Ziggler the title 24 hours prior to this, and then you're going to make him look weak. But at the same time, I can imagine Miz winning in a weird way like that, so they don't make him look completely weak after losing it. It's kind of a win-lose kind of thing between two guys. It's
because, you know, Miz has got the Marine, what is it?
Marine 326 coming out.
I mean, so he's promoting a movie, and which I was shocked at SummerSlam, to be honest. To kind of go back to SummerSlam, that actually Ziggler won.
I was really surprised.
I was, because I thought they were, you know, because why Miz won it in the first place was only a month ago.
Yeah. I don't think it was
with the Battle Royal. Not even a month ago. Like 3 weeks ago? 2.5 weeks ago?
It was the last pay-per-view, so it was
after the last pay-per-view.
About 4 weeks ago.
Was it at the pay-per-view?
Yeah, they had the Battle Royal.
It was the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I thought it was on Raw, but so it was at the pay-per-view. So, yeah, so a little less than a month ago. And then they had, you know, Miz win it, and then Ziggler goes against one-on-one against him, and SummerSlam wins straight up in a good match. Really good match. Decent match. Really good, decent. See, contradicting motherfucker. But end result, Ziggler wins, and then they have the rematch, and it was for the Intercontinental title. Which, hey, God bless us, everyone, that Triple H, Vince, or whoever the is running this crap nowadays. They said, hey, it's going to be for the Intercontinental title. It's just not going to be a rematch just to see who's going to win.
Yeah.
It's, you know. So, yeah, it was a count out, but I think it was the best of both worlds because they're still trying to promote The Miz with his movie coming up, and they still have Ziggler being the Intercontinental Champion. So in the long run, Ziggler is going to be the guy that's going to carry the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
So.
He'll probably have it for a while, I think.
Yeah, I hope. Hopefully. Unless he loses it and beats Brock Lesnar. That'll never happen. I'm just saying.
But coming up next, we had Swagger and Cesaro. Cesaro won.
Yeah.
Actually, Cesaro won.
That was a little confusing to me.
The match wasn't terrible either.
No, it was actually decent, and I'm thinking, okay, now you have this interview with Swagger in the back, right?
And
Swagger, he's like, I'm not doing anything. He's like, all right, I feel bad.
I feel bad, but all the American
people, here we go.
People.
He's a big and so he comes out of the ring, and then here comes Cesaro, who we're thinking, oh my God, nobody's pushing this guy anymore.
Again.
So you got the non-pushy versus the no-pushy, and the pushies are fighting each other. I can trend that. See, I just said pushies. Because what was my other one?
#pushies.
Yes, my other one was
trending worldwide.
What was my other thing?
Bo Pop.
Bo Pops. Yeah. But anyways, no. But being serious. But I was like, I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, they're gonna bury Cesaro because they're gonna make Swagger just maybe one more match against that Russian Nightmare.
Yeah, which looks like they're not going to do now, thank God.
Yeah. But he's still going to be in the WWE. But Cesaro won. It was a shocker. The way he won, too. Like, he just said, hey, I'm winning. Boom, balls out. I won.
So,
like a bitch.
Cesaro won for the first time in like a month or two.
Yeah, no kidding.
Won with the equalizer straight up, and then out comes the worst part of the night. That piece of shit Blow Dallas walks out. Comes out, does little things. His Swagger, all you gotta do is bowl leave, and just
and the pop he got. Now there were rumors and there were talk and there was things that made me not want to be a wrestling fan anymore. That Vince McMahon, God bless this motherfucker, he was like, I don't think he knows what he's talking about, because Vince McMahon's like, I don't know if I want to push Bo Dallas like I did before, because I don't think he just said, hey, Bo Dallas came out in Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, baby. Whatever happens in Vegas goes all around the WWE. That's what I'm saying right there, right now. Here we go. One more time. Loud as you can. Bo Dallas. Bo leave. That was awesome. Bo came out. They're like, Bo leave. They cheered for him. He talked. They loved it. He's awesome. And I was worried a little bit about what Bo was going to do, because they didn't even really talk about him or show him or did anything. Bo Dallas is back with a vengeance. And you know what? To be honest, alright, let's just bring it down a notch. I get excited about Bo Dallas, and I do, because he has potential. But here's what you got to work. Come on now. But here's let's bring it down now. Let's be serious. If Jack Swagger would just believe, he might not be 0-2 in the last 2 weeks. Or the last 2 days. Last 2 days! What? Fucking, I said 2 weeks. Who am I? Who am I to say? 2 weeks is not even a thing. It's 2 days he lost. He lost Sunday and Monday. And when you lose a Sunday and Monday, here's what you need to happen. You need Bo Dallas to come out and tell you to put your hand over your heart, take it off your heart, put your left thumb in the ear, put your right thumb in the ear, and say, believe. Alright. Brock Lesnar, you have the biggest opposition facing you down right now. And that is one Bo Dallas. What happened? See, because Bo Dallas believes. See, now I'm going to be... He's like, he believes. But when he goes after Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, he's going to believe.
Are you good?
No, we're good.
You're good.
Okay.
Okay, but next part,
No, but Bo Dallas was out there though. You got chair. I'm just. Yeah.
as I said, I hate Las Vegas fans. But moving on,
They're just as good as Vegas fans.
What?
What?
But anyway, moving on to this. God damn it. But anyway, moving on. I think creative might have been on Meth when they put this 3-on-3 tag match, and you had Reigns, RVD, and Sheamus versus Orton and Ryback.
Oh, no, that was horrible.
It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
But why? Why that match though?
I don't understand. I said creative was on something. Was hopped up
That
on
was
something.
like-
There's no way.
Like
There's no way
Reigns,
creative
you-
could sit in the fucking boardroom. Well, for tonight's episode, you know what? Let's put Roman Reigns, RVD, and Sheamus versus Randy Orton and Ryback. So, oh my God, that's the greatest idea ever. Let's go with that. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
It's horrible. I'm like,
What do you-
I could see the Roman Reigns and Orton, because then Orton, was in the match.
You could have a 3-year-old kid with a carrot up his ass on high as a kite on 10 grams of marijuana, and he would have came up with something that made more sense than that bullshit.
Yeah, that was the biggest throwaway match you ever saw. And now I'm thinking, okay, you're throwing away matches with you got your 4 guys, right? And then you got Roman Reigns and Randy Orton, who put on a decent show at SummerSlam, and now you're just like, well, here's a throwaway match on Raw. And now you're thinking, do they really think that Roman Reigns is the top guy? And because watch how it ended. Watch this is you gotta. That's how I am. I watch every little point. If I don't fast forward it, now don't get me wrong, I fast forward through a lot of shit. But when I do watch a character or a main eventer that I think is gonna make it happen, I watch that whole match. I focus on it.
Too.
At the end of that match, you know whose theme song they were playing at the end of that song? At the end of that match? Right Van Dam.
Yep.
Roman Reigns, and then at the end, and then right at the end, everything's gone, and they're doing. So it's Roman Reigns, Rob Van Dam, and then Sheamus outside of the ring. Sheamus goes like this, Rob Van Dam goes like this, and Roman Reigns looks at him
Reigns is sitting there laughing at him like.
He's like, yay! What am I not getting pushed? No, what? Hey, and what? And they're like, Roman Reigns looks like a lost puppy. He's like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? Like, Roman Reigns is like, I have to go in the back and talk to Vince or Triple H or Steph or anybody, because what's going on here? Because you had Sheamus going like this, Rob Van Dam doing this, and Roman Reigns is like, yay, what? Oh my, oh no. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That was bad. It's like, what are we pushing now? What are we pushing? Are we getting a Rob Van Dam swan song?
Well, Rob Van Dam, he's gone now.
leaving.
He's gone for a while now.
He's gonna leave, and so is Jericho's gonna leave after the next.
Jericho's going to be gone in a month. RVD's was his last show was last night's Raw.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So
Is that 100%?
Yeah,
I think
he's coming back whenever he wants to, from what I've heard.
Which that is.
Hopefully never.
Hey, he's a good jobber. He's a
he's a
main
good
event
jobber.
jobber.
He's a good jobber. But one thing I want to get on real quick. I had this idea. I posted on Facebook during Raw. You cut back. Orton was walking backstage, and he ran into Flair. Flair was like, trying to like console him a little bit, and Orton's like, blah blah, you better wash your mouth unless you want the Legend Killer to come back out. And he walked. No, I had somewhat of a. To me, it was a great idea. A lot of people are going to think it's really fucking stupid. But next week on Raw, I would have Flair come out and confront Orton. He would say something like, "As you know, you mentioned a Legend Killer shit. I would love to fight you again to prove you wrong, but I'm retired. But I do know one man that's looking for one last final match within the company that is a legend that I have wrestled with before, that wants to take you on to prove that you're not a real Legend Killer. Out comes Sting." Match would be bad though.
Well, here's the thing about that. Because, okay, Sting does come out. Biggest pop of the world. Awesome. Great. So you have Sting versus Randy Orton. First time Sting has ever been on WWE TV.
Yep.
Against Randy Orton, Legend Killer. Who wins that match? How does it end? You gotta write that. Who writes that? I don't want to write it. Because one of these guys are gonna piss in my Cheerios the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be like, fuck you, and everybody looks like you. I'm sorry, well, Sting came out. Or, I'm sorry, it's Randy Orton, Sting, you just came out. I mean, how do you write that?
That's
all I'm saying.
It's hard. I mean,
it's like, okay, he's a Legend Killer, and then Sting comes out the first time ever on WWE TV. You are not going to have him job out to Randy Orton.
No.
And Randy Orton just said, I'm coming back. I'm going to be the Legend Killer that I am now. And yes, I'm going to be different. And then Sting comes out. He's not going to job to Sting. A 50-year-old man.
No.
How do you write that? That's the only. I love it. I love the pop. I love the story that came up to it. But the story always needs an ending. How do you end that? How do you end Sting Orton? That's tough. You know what I'm saying?
It is hard because no matter who wins, you're not going to
win. You're not going to win as a writer.
If you have Sting win, you're going to kill. That's going to kill Orton. If you have Orton win, it's not really going to prove
as a
much
writer, you're not going to win because it's not going to go over well.
So my whole thing is I'm just trying to find a way to get Sting to come back in. Mm-hmm. I just can't. Other than
I love it too.
Possibly a general manager role. There's not much I can think of with him.
I don't like. I mean, yeah, he might be new GM, which that's the safe bet.
Yeah.
But okay, that's the safe bet. But what you just put out, it was the unsafest bet you could ever bet. Hey, it could happen, which is a great story. But I mean, how does it end?
That's the whole thing.
That's how does it end. That's the thing you gotta think of.
Yeah.
Like the Sting. Like, I mean, you can if you think about it. You could probably think right now, not right now because we're doing a show, but you can go in your room or go in your office and think right now, like, all right, how does it? And you could probably think of a great ending to and boom, and WWE would love it, and it wouldn't hurt anybody. But on top of your head,
top of head,
that's tough.
It's a brain teaser. You got to think about this.
Yeah, it is a brain teaser.
I might actually do that tonight when we're done taping. I might go to
think
bed.
Of an ending of
come up with like a 4-month script for those two. See what I think would work well for them.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on, we don't have much left to go on Raw. We had Usos versus Goldust and Stardust. I thought this could be a match of the night, and it turned out to be one of the worst matches of the night. I think.
All right, I apologize. I did not see this.
It was not very good.
I was watching Little Black People in Illinois, the Little League World Series. Love the Little Black kids. They just want to hug their heads.
Goldust and Stardust would go on to beat the Usos.
Really?
Yeah. Stardust. Non-title. Stardust would do a roll-up to Jimmy or Jay, whichever one.
Man.
Off of a reversal. I think it was 1, 2, 3 match. For 4 guys that have really great in-ring talent, especially Stardust or Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes.
It wasn't that good, huh?
It was not that good. I was not impressed. The match was not very long. I mean, there wasn't
no chemistry in that.
Yeah, that's probably the proper word. It just wasn't.
Because I would think they would put on a hell of a show.
There just wasn't much going on between those 4 guys. I mean, it was most of the match was kind of downtime a little bit. There wasn't really any exciting moments, anything that kind of make me like, this is a good match. There wasn't anything to it. I mean, but Goldust Stardust won.
So
I'm hoping
they might be the number 1 contenders. Huh?
They might be. I'm hoping that Creative has enough mind to bring in tag teams like this to build up the tag team division again. I know we've discussed this videos past, but
for 10 years I've been hoping for a tag team rebuild.
Yes, it needs to happen. But moving on, we had last segment of the night. Pretty much, it was Rusev came out, did his little celebration, and out came Mark Henry.
Really? This is how it ended, Raw?
No, this isn't how it ended. This was the last segment. This wasn't the last match.
Oh.
But it ended up with Henry coming out to interfere with Rusev. And Henry actually sounded really good on the mic. He was going on about USA, and he actually used the word jackass. I have not heard the word jackass on a Raw in a long time.
God bless him.
He's like, he says something like, "I'm tired of hearing what you two jackasses have to say." And I'm like, I didn't know they could still say that. He's probably gonna get fined for that.
Probably. So you probably won't see him for next month.
Probably not.
He's probably suspended.
But Henry would get the upper hand in Rusev. He'd do the world's strongest slam, then do the splash on him. And that would be the end of that. There wasn't really much to it, you know. Rusev would do his grunting.
So that's a new feud then.
Yeah, the new feud for Rusev is Henry. Henry's going to be representing
USA.
USA.
Henry stays healthy. It might be decent.
Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Might not be too bad if he stays healthy.
Yeah, I want to see how it goes, but I'm not getting my hopes up all the way. But this will definitely be better than Rusev and Swagger.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though Rusev is in which he's probably the worst heel in the past 10 years.
Yeah, I know. God bless you, I know.
But we're going to move on. I see the battery starting to die. So
I told you to shut it off when we were bullshitting. But anyways, go ahead.
But moving on, we had the end of it. Yeah, the Ambrose vs. Rollins match ended up. The match type would be voted by the WWE Universe as a Falls Count Anywhere.
Oh, see, I wish we had more time because don't get me started on that shit.
People actually think that they're voting for the match.
No, that's not even what I care about. No, they might be voting for the match. You know what the WWE? Okay, what was the number one?
Number one was a no holds barred.
No holds barred. Number two?
Falls Count Anywhere.
Number three?
No disqualification.
They're the same match.
Yeah.
All three of them are the same match, except the one where pin falls count. So the one match you can pin them outside the ring. All the other ones are no disqualification. Are you kidding me with this? I saw this and I was so pissed. I wanted. They're all. It's no disqualification. All of them are no disqualification matches except one where you can pin the guy outside the ring. Are you kidding me?
It's still a no DQ too.
Yeah, they're all. I just said they're all disqualifications except the one where you can pin the guy outside the ring.
Yep.
Other than that, they're all under. I mean, really, WWE? Are you? Stop it! I was like so pissed about that. I'm like, I thought maybe it'd be like for the Money in the Bank or like something just creative like they would have done for SummerSlam. No, I understand. We're dying, aren't we? Son of a bitch, I told you to fucking charge it when we were watching it. But they're the same goddamn match. It's horrible. Fucking make us look like retards.
Yeah, so if we cut out, we'll come back in a couple minutes. We'll have to charge the camera for 10 minutes, but hopefully we can get this.
I told you to charge it when we were
Well, it was on 2 bars and then it went down to 0. But
when it's on 2 bars.
Hopefully we can get this in a couple minutes. Hopefully the camera will last that. If not, we'll be right back. But yeah, that's. When I saw that, I'm like,
Hey, you better end it before we...
No, because we didn't even talk about the match yet. But yeah,
that's why you should charge it, and then we can talk about the match.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, okay, no holds barred. Falls Count Anywhere, I'm like...
No, what was the match eventually anyway?
It was it ended up being Falls Count Anywhere. But the problem was that all 3 choices were exactly the same, basically.
Oh, I hate it.
Stupid. Creative, you guys need to go jump out and play out in traffic on the expressway. Make sure you don't...
I can't see how fucking JBL, who JBL is the smartest commentator in the world. I love him.
Yeah.
Because he talks, and he'll just make the random comment, like, he's like, oh, SummerSlam. They had the 2 commentators, like, and then one guy hits him on their table, and he's like, hey, now we got a German table and then we got a Mexican table. Why don't we use one of them? JBL's awesome.
I like JBL. It's like, hey, congratulations on the World Cup. We don't know. They're talking about the World Cup. Who knows what they're saying?
And with the Nikki and Brie Bella thing on Raw, if you hear about him, he's like, hey. He's like, well, I don't know. I don't care. They both look good, and one's got bigger than the other one. It's like it's fucking genius.
Yeah, that
guy's awesome.
That was like a year or 2 ago when Nikki first came back after she got her tit job. And then you hear, I think Lawler said, he was like, JBL, how can you tell which one is which? He's like, look at the bigger one.
Yes. So good.
Awesome. But anyway, this match was outstanding. This could go up there as top 5 for match of the year.
On Raw, the last one?
Yes, Ambrose vs. Rollins, Falls Count Anywhere.
What was it, the non-disqualification or non-disqualification or non-disqualification pin Falls Count Anywhere match?
That one.
Okay, the last one, the latter of the two.
Yes.
Okay.
But
I gotta still watch it.
Top 5 for match of the year, hands
Really?
down. Outstanding match. The way it ended, though, I wanted to put my fist through my screen. Great. Oh, God, the match was outstanding. They were doing so much in it. They're outside the ring. They're going all over the place. And then it ends with Corporate Kane coming out. Why can't you let these two guys, who are the future of your goddamn company, have a fucking clean match? No, you gotta have Kane out, have him interrupt, and end up beating down Ambrose, and then have Rollins come in and do the curb stomp on cinder blocks.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question real quick as you keep going. But did the curb stop on the cinder blocks look good? Was it like a good looking, or was it so totally?
They turned the camera when it was hard to see. But
go ahead.
The way the cinder blocks broke, it looked like it was sand.
Okay, I just wanted to interrupt you. Keep going. I apologize. You were going on.
I'm tired of this bullshit creative. They have two amazing talents, 2 of your top 5 talents in the company probably right now, and you're gonna end it with a fucking interference, a match that was that amazing. What? You guys need to be fired. What are you doing? Let the match go. Let it go clean. I don't care if Rollins wins. We know Ambrose is gonna be gone anyway. Rollins wins, that's fine. Ambrose is gonna be gone for a few weeks doing his movie. That's fine. Let Ambrose beat him clean and try to build himself. Quit letting Rollins win by fucking bullshit, by getting beat in briefcase at SummerSlam or having Kane come on help out. I'm tired of that bullshit. I understand he's a goddamn heel. That's fine. But just once, can you let him win clean to try to push him over a little bit instead of winning cheaply? It's fucking irritating. But nonetheless, the match was terrific. Outstanding. Love the match. Ending was horseshit. That's all I gotta say about it.
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot you didn't see it.
I just.
But yeah,
I agree with you on it, with the whole cleaning, good clean victory and bad victories, and Corporate Kane coming out for no goddamn reason.
Since we got through it, the battery's about to die. When did I eat White Castle? I haven't had White Castle in about 3 months. Hey guys, what's going on? It's the next morning from when we recorded last night, and I realized completely forgot that the camera cut out. We were doing a little outro, so just wanted to tell you guys, hey, you guys can see my room a little bit actually, me doing this. Bill's still probably sleeping right now, so I didn't want to bother him for a little 1-2 minute added video. Cubs fan, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, if you liked the video, what you saw, be sure to like, subscribe. Don't forget to check out our Twitter and Facebook. Everything will be down below in the description. Go ahead and leave us a comment for your opinions about what we discussed with Raw in this video, and some of our different opinions. I know I'm having problems with the decisions that Creative is making right now. And my phone's going off. But yeah, I know I'm having problems with Creative right now. But that's the way I feel. Some of you guys might agree with me. Some of you guys might not. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Also, coming up on our videos, one of our next videos. Whoa! Laptop just took a nosedive on the floor, and my laptop won't start up again. I'm having problems with it, so editing videos is gonna be interesting. But yeah, one thing we're gonna do on videos coming up, we're just gonna do kind of like what me and Bill used to do before we start recording. Just would sit around, just bullshit about wrestling. So we might just do that. We might just turn on the camera one night and just sit there and talk like there's no camera or anything. Just bullshit about wrestling. I think it might be a good way to go. If you guys like that idea, go ahead and let us know. Also, if you guys have any topics that you guys want us to talk about, anything specific within wrestling, go ahead and let us know. We might talk about that in a future video. So that's going to do it, guys. Like I said, Twitter, Facebook, follow us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And always, guys, the Second City Sleepers. Well, Alex, for now. Well, Bill, we might be recording more tonight. And hey, my computer turned on, so looks like I'll get editing done today. But yeah, guys, take it easy.